What's good, people? What's going on? What's going on? I wanted to do part two because it seemed like people were really enjoying part one, which was basically like a trailer, almost like where I just like was driving my car and I just
Seemed
had a
like
lot
people
of
were really enjoying part one, which was
hold on.
basic.
What the hell's going on here? We have technical difficulties. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, I was last minute driving in my car the other day, and I was like, you know what? I feel like going live and just talking about 10 years. Well, it's over 10 years I've been on YouTube, right? And we are live. This is a live broadcast. I am here. Salute to everyone up in here. And I really wanted to focus on these five gentlemen, well, four gentlemen right here, and me, right? And as I was saying, I just organically wanted to do this series because I was just in the car driving, and sometimes you come up with these ideas while you're driving in your car, right? And I mean, if you think about it, where do we think the most, right? I know me personally, if I'm on that porcelain throne or if I'm driving, that's where I think a lot. I'm always thinking. And I just was like vibing with y'all for about 2 hours, just talking about my experience on YouTube. Because I've been on YouTube for so effing long, it's like it's crazy. I'm nonstop. I never stopped ever. Like I remember there was a time I was even in an effing hospital bed. I was still going, and that doesn't mean my content's better than the next man. And I want to make it clear that this has nothing to do with who's the best YouTuber at all. This has to do with just history. Because I think that later on down the line, people need to know their history. There's a new sneakerhead that's born every single day, right? And there's a sneakerhead that ends their passion for it. It fizzles out, right? Um, whether it's their girlfriend, their wife is giving them a hard time with the sneakers. It happens to a lot of us. Well, not really me, but I'm just saying in general. I hear it all the time, from you all to just growing out of it, to frustrations of not being able to get your shoes right. So I'll call it the pilot episode, episode one. I was all over the place, but I wanted to actually do the rest of the episodes not sitting in the car because I didn't like how the audio was. And it was a special episode though because I think it created something that I think is going to be special, especially as time goes on. And if you're watching at the 3 minute mark, just skip 2 minutes. I'm just trying to set up the tone for this series because the first one, literally the camera went off after maybe 10 minutes, but everyone just kept sending super chats and they're like, nah, keep it going. We're really enjoying this. And today I was inspired by the gentleman all the way to the far right, Jay Star. He posted a video on his Instagram, JStar25, and it made me want to do this video. Like it really, really wanted me to do this video because someone was asking him, who does he consider, the Mount Rushmore of sneakers, right? And that's not what the topic is here, but it inspired me to do this because Jay Star was kind of just like, he was really like, like, nah, not me. The guy was even mentioning Frey Dog. And if you're, someone that's been like a day one when it comes to sneaker YouTube, you guys should know who Frey Dog is. He was like a reseller guy. And he was like, no, there's no way that Frey Dog would be on that list. And he said, me also. I shouldn't be on the list too. He was saying him, J Star, shouldn't be on the list. And that kind of really inspired me to do this because J Star is an important part of sneaker YouTube, and he needs to get his roses just like the other guys on here. They need to get their roses because everyone on this screen set the tracks for where sneaker YouTube is today. You may be a YouTuber watching this. and you may not know any of us. But you know, it's good to know your history, just like knowing your history on the Jordan 11. You know, the inspiration, the laces, inspired by the net. You know, it's you know, everything about the damn shoe. Oh, everyone should. If you really love shoes, history is important. And I wanted to just give these gentlemen their flowers today. I didn't, you know, hit them up or anything. I would love, and this is an open invitation, I would love one day for us all to go on a live stream and just chop it up and just talk about the beginning of YouTube. Because when I first started YouTube, the first people I watched was these guys, and that was it. I mean, there could be more guys that were doing it, I would say 13 years ago, but the only guys that I really seen were these guys right here. Jumpman Bostic, the first guy on the left, for people that don't know who he is. Sneak Geeks, you know, this guy right here really was the beginning of sneaker YouTube. These guys, your boy Delz. I mean, you can't deny me, right? Franelations, huge. This guy is definitely a person that was, you know, the beginning of sneaker YouTube. It was insane. This guy, I remember the first video I seen of him, he was camping out. It probably was the first video. He was camping out for the Yeezy 1. And he was staying there for mad long, like days. And I really enjoyed that video, man. And then J-Star would do, you know, the fakes back in the day were so ridiculous. So he would just point out all of the nonsense, like these sneakers, how to tell the real and fakes. J-Star is the first human being on sneaker YouTube. The man all the way on the right-hand side. He's the first guy on YouTube ever to do a real versus fake sneaker video. And we're talking at least 11 years ago, guys. 11 years ago. So, you know, like, I'm not expecting anything out of this from these guys right here, but I want to put out a piece of content just to focus on YouTube, you know, and the beginning stages of sneaker YouTube. You may be watching this, and the first guy you watched was someone later on. That's awesome. But I think that this is a special piece on YouTube that I don't think has ever been put out there. And if I'm missing someone, let me know in the comments. We have a super chat. Elijah Whitfield. He says, "Thanks for the content, my guy. I've been watching you since the Supreme Foamposite." Thank you, bro. Now, that was a long time ago. And you know what the crazy thing is? That was maybe not even half the way of when I first started YouTube, you know? I've been on YouTube for so effing long. It's crazy. And these guys too. Some of them have faded away and done other stuff, you know. I know Franny does a lot of the cards and everything. He you know, he's always been really into cards. You know, Sneak Geeks, he's doing a lot of other stuff now. Jumpman Bostic is still doing the sneaker thing. And I'm not saying that Fran ain't doing the sneaker thing. I'm pretty sure he still is, but I don't think it's where it was before. Thank you, Elijah. Let's turn up, man. Hit the like button. Please hit that share button, man. If you really love the culture, this is for the culture, this video right here. Real talk. So I want this video to get out there. Like, that's my objective of doing this. So let's turn up, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stop it. Oh, watch how I do. Pow. Boy
boy Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, all right?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, Low Soul Case, you ain't no so rockin' with DJ Delz.
And then with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good is Elijah. Thank you, bro. So yeah, as I was saying, man, I just wanted to put out a piece of content that would just kind of just explain these guys for the younger generation. Hey, maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, we all may not even be on this planet no more. We may be in a better place. You never know. You know, life is short. And I think that this needs to be put out there in the universe. So please share this video if you love sneakers. We'll start with Jumpman Bostic. I remember watching Jumpman Bostic, and you know, I was just like, wow, this guy he's in an effing basement, like, and he got like all of these effing Jordans, and I didn't have nowhere near the amount of Jordans he had back then. You know, I didn't have the Jordans this guy had. These were Jordans that he's kept throughout, you know, the test of time. Like this motherfucker got so many Jordans. It was incredible. And I just gravitated to his channel right away. It just pulled me in. And you know, just think, this guy has been on YouTube for over 10 years and he's still pumping out videos. You know, it just shows the passion that he has for not only sneakers, but also YouTube. He may not get the views that some other guys get, just like myself, but it ain't about views when you are so passionate about the shit that you don't want to stop. It has to do with the love of the game. And this guy right here is an effing legend when it comes to it. Like, he is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You could love him, you could hate him, but there's nothing you could say about him. Let's see right here. He says, Delz, Franulation, Jumpman, Bostic, J-Star, Nightwing. Mr. SB6 was definitely early. He was early. I think he was a little bit after us, though. Nightwing was years after us, but that doesn't mean that Nightwing is not incredible. He's absolutely amazing. But he was later on. Nightwing used to watch my videos all the time, you know, before he did YouTube. I remember he would watch and leave comments before he was even a YouTuber, you know. But, I mean, look where Nightwing has taken YouTube. He's doing amazing stuff. I watch his videos from time to time. I like how he has his wife involved with it. You know, I mean, what a success story with Nightwing, right? But he definitely is not the beginning of YouTube. He's a little bit later on. Nightwing came in around when Fomer Simpson came around. You know, I think Mr. Nike SB was a little bit after us. The guy who really started bringing the sneaker world, like the sneaker world on YouTube, to another level was the next guy, Sneak Geeks. Some people love him, some people hate him. This guy right here, Sneak Geeks, was someone that he had the formula and it would work. He would do the sniffy sniff. He had all the catchy little lines. He was ahead of his time. He was someone that I think kind of I'm trying to put it in the right way. He was someone that, you know, he did the early reviews and people were able to watch his video, and it made me want to get those shoes early too, you know, because I would see him with it and I say, shit, I want to wear these things, you know, and I was just doing reviews on the sneakers I would get locally. And once I started seeing him getting the early sneakers, I said, man, it'd be fun to review stuff early and give my opinion on the sneakers early. And I eventually did also. But this guy was the first guy to do early sneaker reviews. The second guy on this this picture that you're seeing right here, this image. Sneak Geeks with a Z. Maplewood Camp or something. What was his name? You guys know what his name is, some of you. You know, he was that guy. Yeah, he was that guy for sure. He really there. If anyone on YouTube in the first 10 years of YouTube wasn't inspired by any of these guys, I think that they lying. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe not me. I'm not gonna speak good about me or bad about me. I'm not even gonna speak about me. I'm not at all. I'm gonna speak about how these guys, you know, my impression on them. But I'm not going to speak about what I did. That would, you know, if someone else ever wants to, they can, you know. It's kind of weird if I speak about what I did, you know. But Sneak Geeks was the guy who did the early videos, and he would go to all the sneaker shops in New York and Jersey, and it was a fun watch. It was a fun watch for sure. And then later on, which is really amazing, is that he faded away, right? And he posted a video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin. What's crazy is everyone looked at him like he was nuts. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? They were looking at him. They were the comments. I mean, I was thinking he was effing crazy. I'm not going to lie. I swear, if I listened to what he was saying, I would probably be filthy rich right now. And my prediction is that Sneak Geeks has a lot of effing money off Bitcoin, because he was teaching how to mine Bitcoin and do all this stuff before Bitcoin was on our phones and all this shit like that. He was telling everyone to get involved with Bitcoin. And this was so early in the game. No one knew what Bitcoin was for probably 5 to 8 years. He was ahead of the game. And everyone in the sneaker community laughed at him about that. Not everyone, but I would say about 80% were looking at him like he's a schmuck. And this mother effer, you know what Bitcoin's all about. So, I mean, huge. Elite Kicks, a little bit after. But he was early, like the Mr. Nike SB, definitely. I'm not even going to mention that other guy. That guy's a schmuck. But he was later on, Steve Bones. You guys can see in the chat the comment after that. But yeah, man, just think about that. Like, can you imagine this guy stopped doing YouTube and then just was telling everyone to get involved with Bitcoin? And how many people actually listened to him? Not too many. I wish I did. Skipping me, go to Franelations. Franelations was the guy, you know, like he had an amazing SB collection. He would camp out. You know, he would camp out all the time. He would do the Supreme campouts too. Shit, he has a video where Tyler, the Creator, was camping out too. And Tyler, the Creator, no one knew who the hell he was, unless you were local. You know, you may have known his music locally. Dallas Penn is not a sneaker YouTube OG, but he's a little bit after. Same with Wear Tester was a little later on. Definitely a little later on. But you know, classics. They put out classics, and Wear Testers is incredible. You know, as I said, the work is there. But Nightwind was definitely not the beginning of sneaker YouTube. Maybe for you as a viewer, but as far as history, no. Sticky 213 was before Nightwing. 100%. Sticky 213, you may be able to put him on there. He was a little kid and he was showing, I think, his father's shoes. Sticky, shout out to this dude right here. So yeah, Sticky 213 can get a mention, an honorable mention, I think. I think that would be appropriate. Sticky 213. Feel free to send them donos too. Show that love. Hit the thumbs up button too, please. For people that don't know who Sneaky 213 is, he was a freaking child, and he was just showing like it was like a little kid showing big ass sneakers, and it must have been like his uncle, his dad, or someone like that, you know. Definitely. So, as I'm saying, this has to do with the beginning of YouTube, not the beginning of when you watched YouTube, but the beginning of sneaker YouTube. Just so we understand. I'm not saying that we're better than anyone that's on YouTube. Listen, a lot of people came in later and they are killing it right now. They're crushing it. You know what I'm saying? This just has to do with the history of the beginning of YouTube. And if anyone actually was around for the beginning of sneaker YouTube, the beginning, then you know who is the people that were the first. Doesn't mean they're the Mount Rushmores. I'm just saying. The first guys. The starting five, as I would say. Oh God, the quality of YouTube videos was garbage. And I talked about that on episode 1. So make sure you guys watch episode 1. But yeah, you know, the eye of the beholder is with, you know, people, when did you start watching YouTube? And that's why I wanted to do this video, because, you know, you got people that are younger, you got people that are older, you got people that may be old but started late with watching sneaker YouTube. Yes, it was digital cameras. That's what we were using. Shitty digital cameras, camcorders. You know, I don't know what these guys are filming with, like, and I would love to have these guys on the show and talk about all of that. So hopefully, if these guys are into it, maybe we can do that. It would be a fun episode and something very positive, you know. 100%, you know. And when we started YouTube, right, and I could speak for these guys, there was no money. There was no objective of getting money. It was just, I really feel like, I can't speak for these guys. We were just having fun creating content. You know, we had the camera, you could video, and then you go and chop it up real quick, edit, upload it. You know, we didn't even have thumbnails. Like, I don't even think you could upload a thumbnail back then. You had to have the luck of the draw to get a good photo in to, you know, that would land. You had 3 options, right? It was different, man. It was different back then, for real. But it was special, man. So, yeah, Franelations, what I could say about Franelations is that, like, I always enjoyed his SB reviews. I always enjoyed when he would do the camp outs. And, you know, I met Franelations in Boston at Johnny Cupcakes. And I thought it was pretty cool that we met each other. Did he think it was cool? Who knows, you know? But I thought it was cool. I met Sneak Geeks at the Funkmaster Flex car sneaker show. He came on stage. I was DJing, and there's a video of me with Sneak Geeks. You could search DJ Delz Sneak Geeks, and he came on the stage and showed love when I was DJing for Funkmaster Flex car show. Real nice guy. Really nice guy. I never had the opportunity to meet Jumpman Bostic. And J-Star I never got to meet also. I'm pretty sure J-Star and Jumpman Bostic have met each other before. I don't know who has met who. Yes, his name was Carlos, Sneak Geeks. Yes. But yeah, like these guys are the guys, in my opinion, that are the original cast when it comes to the beginning of YouTube. And you could look up the dates. That's one thing about YouTube. You could look it up. First dude, Jumpman Bostic. Sneak Geeks was Maple something camp. But I'm sure you could do your research and check it out. Of course, me. My first channel was not this channel you're watching. My first channel was DJ Delz TV. So for people that don't even know that, this may be like a moment. I was on DJ Delz TV first. So check out that channel. You want to watch the first YouTube videos. And in episode 1, I talk about like how it started with all of that. Yeah, Blake was later on, but that's my guy right there. And he does a lot of video game stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But he was not the original. He was not an original, but he was a little bit after. He came in around when Zaya X came in, which was not much after. You know what I mean? Maybe a few years after. You know what I'm saying? Where does Mayor land? And he doesn't. He was never really a big part of the sneaker YouTube community. Mayor used to come on Tiny Chat. There was a website called tinychat.com, and I think you can still check it out. And that was where live streams started. Like where you would have, I think up to 12 boxes, and people would stream. Frey Dog definitely was not an OG, but he was a little after. He was around Zaya time. I think Zaya was before him, but not OG. Definitely not OG. You look at the dates. As I said, look at the dates. If you look at the dates, you'll see I'm right. Let's see. What's up, Delz? I remember this. I remember Sneak Geeks told us to buy Bitcoin and not to. That's what I'm saying, bro. This guy told us to buy Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to think that this, like, that's what the illest part of the story of Sneak Geeks is. It's not even the sneakers. It's the fact that he told the whole sneaker community that watches him to freaking get involved with Bitcoin. And the chat, the comments, because there wasn't no lives back then. Everyone was looking at him like it was effing crazy. They were looking at him like he was nuts, bro. And I looked at him like he was nuts. I'm not going to lie. And I got to give him his props, man, Riddick says, he says, back in 2009, 2010, I was looking for reviews on shoes that showed them on foot. You were the only one showing shoes on feet. Not a joke. From DJ Delz TV to the Sneaker Addict, the rest is history. Salute, bro. Salute. Franelations did on foots also. He had the little carpet. And he did great on foots, bro. So I got to give him his respect too. On foot. I don't know who was the first to do on foot looks, but it was one of us that's on the screen right here. 100%. Damn Erica was a little later on with like Zaya X. I think Damn Erica and Zaya X were actually friends, if I'm not mistaken. That was with what was the girl? There was another girl too, Katie or something like that. There was a few. That was during that time period. And I forgot all about that girl, Damn Erica, and she's been on my channel too as a guest, back in the days. Cool chick too, man. Yeah, I remember Damn Erica. She looked good too. Shit, she sure the hell did, right? Damn, Erica. Hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video. Send them super chats. Gives me a second to take a break from talking too. And if you want to watch any particular promos, let me know. But yeah, man. I really just wanted to do this video real quick and just talk about these guys real quickly because yeah, that shoe girl, Katie, yeah, she was like around that time with Damn Erica, Just for Kicks, 718 or 212. I forgot. I apologize. If I got the area code wrong, but he's an awesome dude, man. He's from originally from New York and then moved to Florida, I'm pretty sure. And then I know that him and Zaya are close. Zaya, I remember those were the Florida guys, And then, later on we had a little bit later on, because he's been doing it for a long time. Let's not get it effed up. I want to make it clear, like Nightwing, Foamer, they've been doing it for a long time, like a long time. I want to make it clear, but we're talking about the beginning of YouTube, the beginning of sneaker YouTube, not YouTube, but sneaker YouTube. If you do your history work, you search. I don't think there's anyone before us right here that's on the screen. And as I said in the beginning, my cat is clawing my foot. Excuse me for the pause right there. As I was saying, I got inspired to do this because Jay Starr was just so like, well, I'm not, Mount Rushmore, and Mount Rushmore is the eye of the beholder, right? Now, Mount Rushmore doesn't mean that you have to be, from the beginning to be on Mount Rushmore. You could pick a YouTuber that just started 2 years ago to be Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore has to do with your favorite people to watch. That's what it is. It could be someone new, it could be someone old, but you can't take away from the beginning of sneaker YouTube. There's no eye of the beholder here. It's factual. This is facts right here. These are the people that laid the track work, that were the first to press record on the camera and have the balls to get on the front of the damn camera and actually talk about sneakers. Real talk. So, I just really just wanted to honor these guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send super chats and we'll talk about it. Anything that has to do with sneaker history, sneaker YouTube history, let's do it. Let's talk about it. If not, we're going to break out of here in a little bit. I really just wanted to go through and speak about the actual beginning of YouTube, the beginning of sneaker YouTube with these guys. And as I said, I'll dig into the history of it wherever you guys want to go. If you want to send them donos, if not, we're going to end this episode real soon. As I said, just wanted to honor these guys because, I think that this is an important piece right here. And I don't even know if anyone's ever done this before. Is there a video talking about the beginning of sneaker YouTube? This was around the time when 6 rings were coming out, like the first 6 ring. I think that was my first sneaker review, was the black and red 6 rings, because Bow Wow had a pair. I think it was like the Nellies or something like that. And at the time I was cool with Jermaine Dupri, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna start doing these videos. Bow Wow posted some shit, I'm gonna post some shit, So to be honest with you, I was inspired by Bow Wow's YouTube video, I used to watch all your videos. Shout out to my guy right here, man, Rob, bro. Salute to Rob, man. If you don't remember Frey Dog 313 and all the BS, yo, you know what the craziest thing about Frey Dog, right? Frey Dog was always dumb cool with me. Now, I'm not saying what he did was not some BS, but he hooked me up all the time, bro. If I wanted anything, he would freaking just hook it up, bro. I remember he hooked me up with OG, he got games. OG, he got game 13. Hooked me up with him. Hooked me up with the now this is crazy. Because this is a shoe over, I think it's over 12 years old. He hooked me up with the band, the bread band ones with the X. You see what Jumpman Bostic's wearing on his shirt? The X on the back. Now remember, those only came out at the outlets. They were supposed to release, and then they said, nah. I don't know why they did. None of us know why they did, right? But they did. They pushed them to the side, and it was crazy. He hooked me up with a pair, and you know how rare that pair is now. But he hooked me up. I still have in that box Frey Dog's card. He had like a flyer as his business card. It was like a the club flyers back in the days. Now everything's through Instagram now when they advertise in clubs and shit like that. But you remember back in the days, you jump out of freaking the store and you see the club flyer. This one's gonna be here performing and da 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 da. So he had like club flyers promoting his business, and it was crazy. Like, he was very ambitious, But I think that his problem was personally, you know, I don't know if he was jerking heads. Pause. You know, hold on. We got this for that. When I say something a little nervous, let's go. I don't know what the deal was exactly with him, but he may have, his business may have gotten too big where he couldn't handle it no more. Or he could have been just a complete scumbag, you know? I mean, it could be. Let's see. I'm reading the chat a little bit. PR23, what's up, bro? Thank you for being a member. I know I don't see you a lot in the chat, but that means a lot to me that you're still a member and you're not in the chat all the time. That is really freaking dope, bro. Thank you so much. And I really enjoyed that battle that you had with Stretch. That was fantastic. And that's another thing that's so cool about YouTube in 2022, right? You could be on YouTube without being a YouTuber. And that's bugged out. Because back in the days, you had to be on YouTube to be a YouTuber. But see, PR, I could put a link in the chat, and now he's on YouTube. And he has content. Because whether you know it or not, PR23, you've cammed up on my channel a couple of times. You have created content with me. Real talk. And that's wild, right? Think about it. So PR23 says, Delz, been watching you since the beginning. Salute to you. I even had the chance to meet Fran Relations at Shoeseum here in San Diego. OGs for sure. Yes. On YouTube and the Twitter shit. Yeah. And I remember, bro, like a lot of people don't even understand, like, not only the YouTube shit, but the streaming stuff. I was saying it earlier, I was sprinkling about it a little bit earlier, right? Give me 30 seconds. I just want to grab a water real quick because I'm by myself talking. I was hoping I was gonna get a donation or two so I could play some promos so I can get a chance to breathe real quick because there's just a lot of I need a chance to just wet the whistle real quick. But let me hit you with this real quick. This is really funny too.
Oh, we'll start it from the top one time. Look at the poor kid. Look, he's happy.
He's trying not to cry.
Look at this emote. Before and after. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't even tell the difference before and after.
Yo, the before and after is crazy.
It looked like he shaved his beard and shit, but the top of it. What the fuck is the difference?
Yo, I can't. Look at the before and after. Is there any difference?
What the hell is the difference?
It looked like in the first photo he just got out of bed, and then he put a little bit of brush on his head on the second photo. So let me just set you guys up for this. Back in the days, they had these late night infomercials. They still have them now, I think. But if you have a bald spot, they literally had a can where you spray, like, you look like paint. And I don't know if people really bought this shit, but you got to be crazy to buy this.
Oh my god!
So look at he got the. Yo, son. Look at. Yo, just spray it. You good? Yo, I can't. Yo, we can get the widow's peak.
Oh my god!
He should have sprayed it straight, hooked him with a little Caesar action.
Oh my god! Look at this fucking guy. Oh my god!
This is ridiculous.
DJ Delz, you know I love you.
And I will say one thing that you got to give me credit for. I was the first person on YouTube, I think, to really bring celebrities into it, from even just little drops like Nicki Minaj to all types of shit. But I had that advantage from DJing and whatnot. Back in the days, I was pretty heavy with it back when I first started YouTube. And that's how I first started YouTube, was because I was DJing so much. I was DJing a lot of the hot spots in New York City, and I was able to make money to buy sneakers. Now, I always dreamed of having all these shoes behind me. These were shoes like when I was a kid, like this shoe right here, where is it at? This shoe right here was the dream for me, man. I wanted these so badly. Shout out to my own boy Pete. Went to high school with. Like I remember when we were in middle school, like I think it was like 5th grade or 4th grade, and we would play basketball, and he had these, and I was never a hater. I was not that kind of kid that was jealous, but I envied it, you know, because we would all imitate our favorite basketball players. You remember Chappelle would be like Jordan, you know, Bird, or everyone like that's how it was back in the days. I remember the first sneaker I was able to convince my father to buy that was cool were these pumps. And it was literally this colorway, the Twilight Zones. Reebok is more special to me than Jordan because I wore more Reebok than Jordans. Real talk. Just a fun little fact. But, you know, my channel started off of Jordans, right? Because I was able to get the money to buy the shoes. It was special. Like, it was a big deal buying a pair of Jordans. And now it's different. Now it's like, we buying, think about now how it is compared to 10, 15 years ago. Dude, we were buying sneakers like once a month. You know what I mean? Now it's like popcorn. Think about it, man. It's like pistachios. Like mother effers are buying sneakers like it's nothing now every week. And that's why there's a poll up. And I'm curious, how many sneakers did you buy last month? I hope I wrote that right. It's wild, bro. He said LeBron need that spray ASAP. Shout out to Clint Stewart. Thank you so much for the donation, bro. He said, much love for doing sneaker YouTube for 10 years plus. Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, look, I love this shit, man. I don't make money off of it. I don't make money off views no more. It's all about the donations. So if I don't get donos, I don't make no money. So all the money I make is from donos. Just keep that clear. I think some people think, you make money off the views. No, I don't get many views, but I love this. It's a part of my life. It's like brushing my teeth. It's like taking a shit. It's been something part of my life where I can't stop doing these videos because I enjoy it so much. I'm a people person. I love connecting with the people. So for me to stop doing YouTube videos just because I'm not getting the views that I want is crazy to me. Like, I do stuff that I love to do, you know? That's the thing about me. I run off of passion. So if I love something, then that's enough motivation for me to do what I do. So that's why I'm here right now vibing at 10:56 p.m. on a Tuesday, chilling, drinking a little rosé, and just celebrating, you know, some other peers that have, you know, laid down the track work for sneaker YouTube. And a lot of YouTubers aren't going to give a shit about this. And that's fine. And a lot of sneakerheads may not give a shit about this. But I want this piece of content in the universe because I think it's important that people know where this started. And the gentleman that started this shit is these guys. I have not seen one name yet that made me say, oh, snap, I may have forgot someone. And on part 1, I forgot to say J-Star. And that's a big reason why I wanted to do this on part 2. Because he posted something and it made me realize, shit, I'm tripping. But out of sight, out of mind, man. It's like that in life. Even with people that you may love, like in personal life, like your homies, like out of sight, out of mind. You don't see someone for a while, that's it. I haven't seen him around. And then he posted something and tagged me in it about the Mount Rushmore of sneaker YouTube. And I said, damn, I don't think I mentioned him. That's effed up. So my apologies to you, bro. That's the thing about me, man. I live off of respect, B. Like, and I feel like I felt bad that I didn't mention him. Real talk. And some of you guys may not know who the hell J-Star is. Check him out. You know, this guy literally was the first guy to do real versus fake shoes. But the fakes back in the day were so horrendous. They were horrible, you know? And then we digged into the UA area, or, you know, the UA area was so new, People didn't even know what was, you know, like if it was a UA or if it was stolen from a warehouse or this and that. These were the beginning stages in the beginning of YouTube. Everything was so new and fresh. And you know, people were like, they had websites that were selling these shoes. I forgot what the websites were named, but some of you guys could leave it in the chat. I'm sure some of you know that said they were legit shoes. And, you know, you'd have people like Sneak Geeks and even me, we would copy them thinking they were legit. And who knows if they were or not, you know? I would say some, maybe UAs, you know, now looking back. But it was all innocent. I mean, everything that all 5 of us did back then was organic. It had nothing to do with money. We had no clue that we were going to get sneaker deals, clothing deals, sponsorship deals. There was no opportunity back then. It was just passion. It was straight 100% passion and just having fun. And that's what's different about YouTube now, I think. I'm not saying that people that are new into YouTube or killing it right now, they're all in it for the bread. I'm not saying that, you know. But I am saying that they know that there's opportunity now. We didn't know there was any opportunity. If you told me back when I first started YouTube that I was going to have the opportunity to release my own effing sneaker, I would have said, are you eating shrooms or acid? Like, wait, what? No, never happening. I'm not an athlete. I'm not famous, you know. Maybe almost famous, but I'm not famous. So, like, there was no opportunity. We didn't do this for opportunity. We did this for the love of the game, man. Real talk. It was for the love of the game. It was completely organic, man. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, man. Let's turn up, man. Delzy Van Dam, about to kick you on the ass. Shout out to Clint Stewart. Bang, bang. I hope you're enjoying the show. Hit the thumbs up. Keep them donos running. We'll keep rocking. Ask me questions, too, if you'd like. Let's rock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stop it. Oh, watch how I do. Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good is Clint Stewart. Thank you for your support, man. I really appreciate my viewers that watch me on a regular basis, like Clint Stewart, man. I really don't take you guys for granted, for real. Because I love doing this, as I said. And it's like, if I don't have an audience, then who am I doing this for, you know? So, like, as I said, I know the viewership ain't the same as it used to be. I mean, I used to drop videos that get 20K, 30K, 100K. Those days are gone with me. The way sneaker YouTube has changed is as time went on, more and more people jumped on to sneaker YouTube. And some people did it because they love shoes, and some people did it, let's be real. They did it because it's an easy way to get in with something that could bring opportunity to you. I mean, come on, let's be real, guys. Let's effing be real. Come on. Yeah, J Star is definitely a cool dude, man, for real. SpongeBob, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was the craziest shit. The SpongeBob Dub Zeros. If someone could obtain the SpongeBob Dub Zeros, please send it to my P.O. box, which is in the description. And always keep in mind, if you ever send anything to the P.O. box, if you're watching this later on in life, go to the newest video, because the P.O. box may change. Because I'm thinking about changing my P.O. box soon, because I'm about to move to a different location soon. I'm about to get a new crib soon. So just always go to the newest video. All right. Yeah, it's been way over a decade. I think I've been on YouTube for, I think, 13, 14 years. What was the first video on the Delz, on DJ Delz TV? My first channel was DJ Delz TV. And then I created the Sneaker Addict because look, I used to be backstage with artists and rappers, and I do content there at this channel right there, DJ Delz TV. If you never heard of it, it's gonna blow your effing mind. And once I started getting money and doing these sneaker videos, people were really fucking with the sneaker content. So I created the Sneaker Addict, and I strategized it with the blog, thesneakeraddict.com. He says he's been watching the channel for over a decade now. I mean, that's amazing, you know. I run into people from time to time. I go to the stores and people recognize me. Shit, I was at my daughter's softball game and one of the fathers knew my channel. He watched my channel on a regular basis. And his daughter was really excited when she seen me. She said, "My dad watches you all the time." I was like, she's like, "He's right there. He's right there." And I'm just like, I just feel weird because I'm like, well, I love the kids. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Do I just walk up and just say, it was wild. Like, I'll meet people at the grocery store. I'll meet people at, the mall, of course, the movie theaters, the restaurants. If you ever see me, just say hi to me. I'm not famous. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just like you guys. It's just that I'm on camera, like I was at Walmart last week and this dude acted really weird toward me. And that's when I start getting a little like, I was walking, he looked at me and I knew right away he recognized me because I could see the way he was looking at me. And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I walked like down the freaking aisle, and then all of a sudden he's like, "You're the Sneaker Addict," because they don't call me DJ Delz. They just call me people call me the Sneaker Addict. If they call me DJ Delz, it's because they remember me from the mixtape game back in the days, And I'm like, "Damn, bro, you're like a mile away from me, B, like just screaming at me now." Like, and if he watches this, I say it with love, I do say it with love, but like I'm not rich and famous. I mean, you have to be rich to be famous. I'm not rich. If I was rich, I wouldn't be even asking for donos. Let's be real, okay? If I was rich, I'd just be talking my shit and rock. I wouldn't have Cashapp and PayPal's up here, I got 3 kids. I got bills to pay, baby, just like you, But yeah, man, like, as I said, I wanted this episode not to be about me at all. I wanted to really be about these guys because there's a lot of misconception about who was the OGs of YouTube. And anyone that ever wants to go against what I'm saying here, do your research. If you think there's another YouTuber that was before us 5, go and do your research. Check out Jumpman Bostic's first video on the date. Check out Sneak Geek's first video on the date. Check out DJ Delz keep in mind, DJ Delz TV, not at the Sneaker Addict. I was on DJ Delz TV doing reviews for about 2 years before that, if not longer. Franelations, J Star. These are the originals. And some people aren't going to give a shit about that. Who gives a shit about the originals? And that's what's sad, because culture, look up the word culture and look at the definition of it. If you don't care about the history and the beginning of it, then are you even for the culture? And I feel like everyone on this screen right here did something in their own way, and it was very special. And I love that, man. And I just wanted to put out this piece right here today. Real talk. Shout out to everyone up in here. We're gonna get up out of here in a minute. Unless you guys want me to speak about something, you already know what to do. Shoot me a question and we'll keep it rocking. Originals means everything. Yes, it sure does, man. And keep in mind, once again, because people may be walking in right now, I'm not saying that this is the Mount Rushmore of sneaker YouTube. I'm just saying this is the original cast when it comes down to sneaker YouTube. You know what I mean? This is the history of sneaker YouTube. This is the track work. These are the guys on your screen right now that started this shit. Okay? And there's people that are making thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube. And these guys right here, these are the guys that were the ones that set it off. Okay? And I just wanted to give the people their flowers. Because, you know, I was saying the other day, man, people are funny, man. You know, you ever see someone like someone passes away and then all of a sudden everyone loves them. And I talked about that on episode 1, and I gave the comparison to like DMX. And I'm not comparing us to DMX at all. DMX is you know, legendary. But people used to joke on DMX because he had a drug habit and this, that, and the third, right? But when he passed away, everyone loved DMX again, right? And it's like, to me, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that if anything, God forbid, anything ever happened to any of these guys, people would be all of a sudden honoring them that may not have in the past. You know what I mean? And that's just the sad part of what social media is nowadays, because everyone's an attention whore and they want to post, you know, just to get likes and all that. You know, everyone's a freaking attention whore. And I want to put this out there just to honor people while they're still breathing. Check out these guys. Support. I just want to honor them because this is a part of history that can never be changed. It's where it started. And I think that this was it's very important that there is this piece out there. And please share this video, tweet it. A video like this should get a lot of views, you know, and that's another thing. Like, I don't want to come off as a bitter person or a hater, but I see a lot of sneaker videos that get recommended that I don't watch. But time after time, I will click on it just to see, well, the YouTube keeps recommending me it. And I don't understand how these guys are getting like 500, 600 views, and the videos are freaking boring to me. But the thing is that I think that the younger heads understand the way the shit works. And I feel like my audience is more of the older heads. I do have young heads that watch too, though. But I think that in this generation right now, and I've said this once and I'll say it again, this new wave right here, this new generation is all about what's happening tomorrow because of the social media. Everything is about now, tomorrow, the next day, next week, because the world is moving so effing fast, right? That heads don't even give a shit about the moment. Like, heads don't even appreciate the moment. You know what I'm saying? You go to a concert, right? How many people are doing this shit at the concert, right? They out here filming the concert because they're filming it to lock in that moment so they can just watch it whenever they want instead of just watching it and just sucking it all in and appreciating the now. It's a new day and age because of technology, and technology is a gift and a curse. And I talk about that a lot in part 1, where technology and the algorithms and all that stuff really destroyed YouTube. It really effed up YouTube for a lot of people like myself. It totally destroyed my channel, the algorithm. And the whole situation with, you know, if you do not hit the bell after you subscribe and then adjust to all, and if you're not constantly hitting the like button and leaving comments, and it's like there's so much you got to do to watch a damn show. You know, it's like subscribe should be enough, you know, but it's not, and it's unfortunate. It is really unfortunate because when I was on YouTube, you subscribe, you get emailed, you get notified every time there's a new video that drops. Now, you can subscribe, you can hit a bell. They're burying your channel. And my channel is so effing old, this channel. You know, you got to think of YouTube as a network. NBC, ABC, whatever network, right? TNT. So you got to look at it like this. You got to constantly have something new and fresh. So a channel like mine, that's over 10 years old, they're not going to put my channel in the algorithm. So the only way that people watch this video, like the video you're watching right now, is by people hitting the share button and tweeting it and copy and pasting the link and DMing it to friends, making group chats and sending the link. That's the only way people are going to watch my content anymore. And a lot of people don't understand it. They say, you know, I have sometimes people that will watch my video and say, oh, Delz buys his subscribers. No, I don't buy my subscribers. I've been on YouTube for over 10 effing years. You know how many people fall off of sneakers? How many people you know stop watching sneaker videos or stop buying sneakers? There's tons of people that do. There's so many that do, you know? So, like, it's just what it is, man. The algorithm destroyed my channel. It really did. I put a poll out there. It says 83 votes. How many sneakers you cop this last month that passed? 66% says 1 to 4 pairs. 67%, excuse me, it just changed. 4 to 10 pairs, 20% says. 10 plus pairs, 13%. Wow, 10 plus pairs, 13% out of 84 votes. That's a lot of sneakers and a lot of money, man. Wowzers. Sheesh. But, man, we're going to end that poll right there. Last call for questions, and we're going to get out of here in just a second. And, yeah, when I'm done here, I'd love for you guys to come back and leave your comments and your thoughts on everything we spoke about. And if you came in here late, please make sure that you watch this from the beginning, because I think this was really cool, man. Give me 1 second.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, all right?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, the kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, low location, ain't no so rocking with DJ Delz.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
Good Lord, that's awesome.
And like, yo, it's so crazy now. Like, with even like StreamYard and all of that, Tagalog. Like, StreamYard is insane. Like, I have like a board. I'm able to like hit promos and do all types of stuff. Like, that's so bugged out, man. Like, to me, like the way things are. And I don't mean to toot my own horn, but you got to give me credit for still being able to be in tune to what's popping after all of these years and be able to, like, you know, do the StreamYard thing and do all this shit like this. You know, like J-Star hit me up. He's always, he hit me up a little while ago on the DM, and he was saying, man, you always on that next wave, because I'm on other platforms and whatnot, like Caffeine TV and other platforms. And he was like, man, like, I don't know how you do it, you know? And but the thing is, I love this shit so much. I love it so much still, you know? So, you know, and this guy right here, G-Man315, this guy always tweets out my videos, and like, he's been doing this for so many years. Like, that's the thing. Like, I remember when people show me love, man. Like, I really do. Like, and I really appreciate the shit. You know what I'm saying? He says, all these new sneaker YouTube should thank you and Jumpman Bostic and Sneak Geeks. Without you guys, ... I mean, look, the thing is, they don't need to thank me. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but, you know, and some of them do. Some of them do. Rafi collects. This guy shows me a lot of love. He calls me the OG, and you know, he'll shout me out on his show. And I think that's beautiful, man. Salute, man. Fellow Filipino like myself. Hit that rosé a little bit. I think that's beautiful when like you know, that shit means a lot to me when I see heads that are like killing it right now. And they're doing great work and they're also showing love. That's sneaker culture. You know what I mean? Like me, I can't salute people before me with sneakers, right? I can't. Because I was in the beginning. But DJing, for instance, I praise the DJs before me, the ones that inspired me. And some of you guys don't even know, like, I used to DJ heavy. And you know, some people will be like, you ain't even a real DJ. I read that in the comments sometimes. Let me tell you something. I was in the Source magazine 13 times. I got the magazines right there to prove it. Okay? Like, I always praise all the DJs. Funk Flex, the DJ Red Alert, to freaking Doo-Wop and Tony Touch, to DJ Clue, and you know, these guys are people that I love. They inspired me, and I know some of them now personally. You know, I have their numbers in my effing phone. Shout out to Funk Flex, man. That's my guy. Right. So when I see someone like a Raf Collects and he shows love to me, I respect that shit because it shows that he actually cares about the culture, the history of it, you know? Like, because there's a lot of YouTubers that won't mention my name that are from the second or third bracket later on. And they're doing really well, but they used to be in my DMs all the time. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how much they loved me back then before they even put out a video. And it's just funny to me that, like I'm not looking for praise and all that, but at the same time, it's like it's weird to me, you know? Yeah, free Max B for real, bro. So you know, like I love where YouTube is right now. I do love it. I'm not like an old bitter guy, and I don't even consider myself old because look, you guys praise Kanye West, and he got a bunch of years over me. So I don't even consider myself old. But I'm saying this new generation, they're doing some of them are doing their thing, you know. Some of the stuff I feel like it's organic and it's fun. Some of the stuff I feel like it really is a business. Kais Omar, I'll never give him credit. Kais Omar promotes being a hype beast, being a follower. That's everything I'm against. That shit ain't cool. You know, there's people that are watching that are young. I want people to represent themselves and be original. I've always been that way. So when you have people that are like praising being a hype beast and being a sheep and a follower, that shit is corny to me. Like, I'll never give like some people credit. Like, Kais Omar to me is cancer to the sneaker community. This mother effer got a deal with Diodora and never wore Diodora in his life. I bet. You know? But at the same time, I can't get mad at him if he got offered a check. You dig? So, you know, I understand the business move of things. But like someone like him, I don't think I don't see passion with him. You know? Like what Jason just wrote here. Wannabe hype beasts, aka posers. That's an old school word, posers. I haven't heard that in a long time. But like, you know, like, and that's where the downfall of the sneaker community comes from, because these guys are getting freaking 60 to 100,000 views. And the sad thing is this video may not even get 5,000 views in the next 5 years. It may not even get 1,000 views. Who the hell knows? But someone like that dude, I just don't see nothing. It's nothing like organic with him. It's manufactured. You know what I mean? It's dressed up and it's just a lot of bullshit. Like when I look at someone like him, it's business. You feel me? And I can't get mad at someone that's trying to get their bread. But culture is not about getting the bread. It's about loving the culture and repping the culture. So like someone like him, I think he's poison. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that it's easy. The sneaker community and the sneakers in general became an easy way to get in where you fit in, right? You could be the biggest fucking herb on the planet, the biggest dork, loser, cornball, but if you got the money to buy every sneaker that comes out, you could be the coolest kid on the block, right? And that's what it became. That's what the sneaker culture became. You don't even need to know about sneakers, but if you got the money to purchase all these shits, people are going to fuck with you. The real may not, but a lot of people are going to rock with you. You dig? And that's where it's at right now. You know, and that's just the honest truth about the sneaker culture. That you could be the biggest herb, you could have no personality, you could just be a lame ass, just a freaking square, a straight up square. But mommy and daddy got mad money, and you could buy mad sneakers because parents do understand now. Not like when I was growing up, parents didn't understand. You dig? So you could have a kid and just say, yo, mom, dad, I need the new Jordans that are, you know, they're real popular, and I want to buy them on StockX for freaking $800. You know, I really need these. It's so cool. And then the parents are going to see the kids are not, you know, they're having a hard time in school. They may be, you know, getting bullied or wedgied or whatever. Like back in the days, you couldn't buy a pair of shoes to get in where you fit in. You had to either rep and have enough kahunas to, if someone bullies you, to give you a tiger uppercut, you know what I mean? Or that was it. You know what I mean? You get thrown in the trash bin, you know, you get picked up and thrown in the garbage in the lunchroom, you know? Now, all you got to do is beg your mom to buy you a pair of Jordans. You feel me? And it's the damn truth, bro. It's the damn truth. And that's what happened with sneaker YouTube, is where like everyone that wanted to get into something, all they had to do was have the money to buy the cool shoes. When these guys, including myself, was on YouTube, sneakers was definitely a popular thing, right? But we did it just because we love fashion, bro. You know? I think we really all did it because we loved the fashion of it and the history of Michael Jordan. We were all around there watching Jordan play. But the first Sneak Geeks video I watched was him get an autograph Jordan. I think it was a Jordan 11. And he got it autographed. And I said, I was biting my shit like this. Like, holy crap. Can you imagine getting an autograph? And he got both of the shoes autographed. And then it had the Upper Deck label on there, you know. Like it's different now, bro. I mean, if you guys disagree with what I'm saying, please let me know. Like I'm open. You know, when I was younger and I did YouTube, you gotta keep in mind I was on YouTube when I was in my early 20s. Like I was a sensitive motherfucker at times, like, and I talked about that on the first episode. Like I want to hear people's opinions. Like I really want to hear your opinions, whether I like them or not. Like I embrace it all. Like, you know, like I've grown as a human being. I'm a wiser man now. I mean, I've been on YouTube for over 10 years. If you didn't see growth as a man from watching me, some of you guys have watched me for over 10 years. If you haven't seen growth as a man, then that's a sad fucking thing right there. You dig? Maximo Fines, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you, bro. If the donos keep coming, we gonna hang out, man. And feel free to I want questions too. Please send questions. He says, been watching you for years, but was just thinking about this. Exactly. what you're saying, the sneaker culture now is different as a Kobe collector. It's not the same, especially after his death. Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, yo, let me hit the promo real quick and then we'll get to it. Guys, you know, and one thing that I'm gonna Barry Horowitz for you wrestling fans, you know what that is. If you don't, then you know, look it up. But we have you know, taken the channel somewhere else. We have sneaker battles on Friday, every Friday. We've been doing it for over a year. And it's a lot of fun, man. Dig into the channel, man. Every Friday we have amazing battles, and they're always classics, and they're a lot of fun. Mixture of a lot of fire ass sneakers and, you know, comedy, to be honest with you. Let's go here.
Matt for the win versus Mr. Jones and Tito's Kicks.
I clearly remember you saying you was buying these too, right?
I don't know, man.
It's all right. It's all. Follow the leader, baby. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, baby. Follow the leader.
Talk is cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk is cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk is cheap, man. You know what I'm saying?
I clearly remember you saying you was buying these too, right?
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. It's all. Follow the leader, baby. Follow the leader.
Talk is cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk is cheap, man. I just want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? We all know what that A stands for. Tongue, asshole. Well, I'm just saying. Look at this shoe, man. We all know what that A stands for. Tongue, asshole. Well, I'm just saying. Look at this shoe. I'm just saying. Look at that. Clean ass A right on the front of that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got those bacons. I'm just saying. I got them too.
Yeah, but you didn't pull them out though. You ain't pull them out.
No,
you decided to pull out them ugly ass Yeezys.
What, you don't have?
Good.
You have these?
Nah, I ain't got no Yeezys.
Okay, that's why you're saying they're ugly.
No, that's why I don't have them, because they are ugly.
It's one of the most spectacular battles of the year. Matt for the win, Tito's Kicks, Mr. Jones. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So, like, you know, like when COVID hit, man, I wasn't able to go and hit all the stores up. So, like, I just went live all the time. And before you know, we had these sneaker battles. And, you know, I know other channels done sneaker battles, but they're different than my shit. You know what I mean? Like, they are very different. And I think my sneaker battles are some of the best battles ever on YouTube. Straight up. There's other great battles. I'm not saying it's the only channel, because I know some of y'all real sensitive. It's 2022. Some of y'all are very sensitive. But I think my shit got the best battles, man. Legendary shit. So you see battles that I put together, and then like 6 months later, it's on another channel. Feel me? Yo, shout out to Max, man. Thank you, bro.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good is Max, man. Thank you so much for the donos, man. We are hour and 17 minutes in here. Keep them coming, man. Show that love, bro. Rangers are in the third OT. You know, I never got into hockey. I'm going to be honest with you. I never did, but salute to the Rangers, man. And yeah, this is interesting. It's interesting to know when you guys started watching me. So he said right here, he said 2013, 2014, he's been watching me since around that time. That's crazy, man. That's almost a decade, you know? Yeah, and rest in peace to Pequeño Juan, man. Oh, shit. That broke my heart when Pequeño Juan passed away. Still breaks my heart. Even Cecilia, you know, she was in a lot of videos too. It's just people gravitated to Pequeño Juan because he did the high five, you know. The high five was a major thing. Hit that thumbs up button. We dying in views right now. Hit the thumbs up and share, please. Let's get this thing going. I don't mind hanging out. And let's do a little tribute to Pequeño Juan, man. Let's go.
We live doing this. Live, baby. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs it up. Give you that IG vibe. The IG pose. The IG pose. Twinkle toes.
You know I gotta hit you with that infamous bird's eye Pequeño Juan. Pick one.
Rest in peace to Pequeño Juan. Rest in peace to Cecilia. Rest in peace to Simba, who we lost this year, man. Man, it's crazy, man. You know, time goes by, man, and it's sad, you know. That was an amazing trio right there, and they will always be remembered on this channel. Amazing animals. I consider them mother effing people, for Christ's sakes. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. There you go. I like you, man. I'm not familiar with you here, but thank you, brother. I like your energy. Shout out to Jones in here. Salute. That's my guy. You know, like someone like Jones, like I remember Jones came on the channel and like I thought he was batshit crazy, and now like you know he's became a dear friend of mine. You know, he says, for real, Delz, been watching you since you pulled out the Pantones. Yeah. Man, I can't believe I was able to get all those Pantones. And then there was that video where I put out, right, where people were calling me out on the Pantones, like they were saying they were fake and all, right? But no one had like half the Pantones. They were, like even the fake sites, like no one was able to obtain these, so they were not fake. And when I did that video, that's when that video got a lot of views. I think it's at like half a million views. It's not my biggest viewed video, but it's pretty close to being up there. I debunked every single thing that people said. People were like, oh, you can see through the plastic, kind of, and this and that. And I was like, mother effer, you see the lights I have? I had these big ass fixtures. Remember I had the orange room? That video is classic. That was classic sneaker YouTube. Yo, G-Man, thank you for the donation, bro. Real talk. And once again, thank you for, you know, G-Man tweets my videos out. And he says, I was watching you in 2006 with my older brother. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a long effing time ago, man. And just keep in mind, all these gentlemen that are on the screen were rocking around that time too. 2006. That's a long effing time. Says the bread 6-ring video, 2008. Holy crap. G-Man, thank you, bro, for the donation, man. I appreciate it. As I said, donos come, we'll keep rocking. I ain't got shit to do till like, I don't know, like noon tomorrow, so I can hang out tonight. I don't normally do the late night streams, but just keep that energy with the donos. And if there's any promos you want me to hit, then just let me know, you know, and we'll definitely hit you with any of these promos. I love this one right here. Let's do this one.
I'm out here and I'm scrolling down Instagram, you know, and I see my good friend Charlemagne did an interview talking about Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all time over Michael Jordan. Well, fucking, what type of crack cocaine they got out there in New York? Cause nigga, you tripping. Didn't Tom Brady lose 3 Super Bowls? Michael Jordan never lost in the finals. Matter of fact, Michael Jordan never even been to a Game 7. You know why? Cause you talk slick and I'ma ice your ass in 6. He get niggas out of here. Michael Jordan was so good that he won 3 championships and then told them niggas, y'all can't guard me. This shit getting boring. I quit. I'ma go play baseball because you niggas can't fuck with me. One played baseball for 2 years and then came back and won another 3. So if he never left, he would have won 8 championships in a row. Michael Jordan is 111 years old right now, still selling more sneaks than every nigga in the NBA. Right now, your kids never seen Michael Jordan play ever in life, but they want a pair of Jordans.
Fucking truth, man. Shout out to Gilly the Kid, man. Wallow, man. Those guys. I'm so impressed by how Gilly the Kid recreated himself from an artist to a podcaster. I mean, it's just brilliant, man, for real.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good is G-Man 315. Thank you, man. G-Man 315 has been supporting me for such a long time. And it's an honor to have people that still watch me. And the bird's eye view is legendary. Yo, you know, does anyone know where the bird's eye view came from? There's a video, and I wish I knew what video it was. I think it was an Easter video. I know it was an Easter video. I think it may have been a LeBron. You know what? I gotta dig that up. The first bird's eye view I did was during Easter. I bought this damn freaking robotic Like, you know, one of them things where you press the button and it starts moving and a song starts going. So I bought one of these kind of robotic things. I don't remember what kind of freaking you know, music was playing or even what the animal looked like, the stuffed animal that moved. But I think it was some sort of bird though, you know what I mean? But I think it was like a duck or some shit. But when I did the on foot, I put the freaking bird there that would move, right? And you hit like by the arm or something, you know, there was a little button, you hit the button, and the thing started moving. And then when I just organically grabbed it and was like burp, 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 bird's eye view. I just organically did it, and people lost their effing minds off of that shit. I mean, it's crazy. I'm doing bird's eye views for 10 fucking years now. Burp, 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 bird's eye view. Yo, you should see people's faces when I see people, and people that I end up being friends with that you know, through YouTube and everything like that. And I see your faces when I do the bird's eye view and I film a vlog or something. I see y'all popping, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, it was just everything I do is organic, B. I've never done anything on YouTube where it wasn't organic. And if anyone thinks that I have, it's not the truth. Everything I've done is through passion and feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. I found out, and I said this on the first show, the episode 1. I found out that I'm on the spectrum, that I have a low end. I'm on the low end of autism. Like, for people to dumb it down, some people may know what the f is a spectrum. I have autism, but it's functional autism. You know, I got a bunch of tests because sometimes you'll hear me like stutter, or sometimes I'll like say stuff that like I'll call something the wrong thing sometimes. And it's funny because some people be like, oh, well, Delz is hammered or drunk, and I'm straight up sober. I have autism, man. So like sometimes I'll be like excited about something, or I'll be like feeling some sort of way about something, and like it overpowers me because I actually am on the spectrum. I actually have autism, you know, which is a gift and a curse. And I think that's why sometimes like people, I think that's why people like my reviews, because I'm so particular about shit. And it has to do with me being on the spectrum. You know what I mean? So like when I review a shoe, I'm really into the effing sneaker because I really pay attention to the details of it. So it's like, you know, like my visuals is on like steroids. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that I'm on the spectrum. And I didn't know I was on it until I got recommended to check it out, because I had a few people that were saying, I think you may be on the spectrum, man. You know? And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, you should get a test. So, you know, I did get tested, and I was. And that's something that, you know, like, it is what it is. That's what I was born with, and it's all good, you know? And if anything, maybe some people will take it as an inspiration that, like, if you are on the spectrum, like, you know, you just got to run with what your passion is, you know, and footwear and fashion is something that I'm really passionate about, you know. I love the shit, like I love it, you know. So, but yeah, man, I mean, I'm just chilling. I don't really know what else to say, so I'm about to get up out of here in a second. If you guys want me to talk about anything, you have any questions, shoot them now through the super chat. If not, we're gonna break up out of here and we'll go watch some TV. I want to catch up on a few shows that I like to watch, but I've got time. I do have time. If y'all want me to talk about anything, if you have any questions, shoot them. But yeah, shout out to Jumpman Bostic, shout out to Sneak Geeks, shout out to Franelation, shout out to J Star. In my personal opinion, these guys, including myself, which I hate to say, but you know, it's weird saying me, but I think these are the original. This is the original cast of Sneaker YouTube. You know, that's me personally. Like that's my that's my thoughts. And yeah, I see questions coming in. So you got send us super chats though, y'all. Because we here an hour and a half right now. We don't even got a lot of views in here. But I'm gonna honor the members though. Shit, you know. The members like Killamon. What's the first Jordan you ever had? The first Jordan I ever had was, and I don't know if I ever answered this, but the first Jordan I ever owned was the He Got Game joints. That was the first Jordan I ever owned, man. Real talk. First Jordan I ever owned was that. Let's see. What shows do I like? I'll answer that. Make sure to subscribe, man. I'm not familiar with you on here. My favorite shows right now, I love Power. I love all the Power seasons, you know, book 1 through 4. You maybe watch this later on. There may be a book 5. Maybe on our homie AF3, Anthony Fleming. That would be dope. We'll see in the future. But, you know, like, I love Power. I love, what am I watching now? I'm watching Power. I'm watching Better Call Saul. I'm watching, and that's what I need to catch up on, Better Call Saul. I got one more episode to watch because I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad. You know, I'm so behind on The Walking Dead, the new season, because I don't really like where The Walking Dead went, because like I've read the comic books and they totally went off script of the comic books. So I kind of just am like, what the hell did you do? Like they killed Carl, and like Carl made it to the very end. Like if you read the books, you know what I'm talking about. So that was just weird. Bing bong. Bong Bong was inspired by the RZA. Snowfall, I love Snowfall. Me and Jonesy, we would have conversations every week talking about Snowfall. I'm so sad that it's, you know, the season's over because we love Snowfall. Big fan of Snowfall. But Bong Bong is something that we say in New York, you know. A lot of times we would talk about Bong Bong like I'd hear RZA say it, so like I look at RZA as like one of my inspirations, like someone I look up to, because I used to work for Wu-Tang Records back in the days over on University Place in New York City. But Bong Bong is a New York shit, you know, like I'm trying to think of how we would say it, like, yo, ran up on homie, bong bong, you know, like that's some New York shit, like, you know, like it's like in Yonkers we say that shit, in Westchester 914 we say bong bong, you know, like a 2-piece with the biscuit, you dig? So that's where the bong bong came from, you know. It says I had to see the video with the knife opening up the Funko Pop boxes. Yeah. And I love Funko, man. Funko's dope, you know. Funko's dope shit, man. Real talk. Snowfall is a great show, though, man. I love Snowfall, man. I'm so curious to see what goes on next season, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Delz show on YouTube, because I'm going to start being really active on there. Like, I feel like I kind of was for a little bit, and then I fell off. But I'm about to be really active on the Delz show again. So make sure you guys subscribe to the Delz show on YouTube. And I wish you guys had more questions for me. Shit, man. I really don't want to leave. But at the same time, like, I got nothing more to say. So it is what it is. You can't feed a baby a stick. Yeah, that's something the RZA told me in an elevator. I was in an elevator with RZA and Master Killer, and they were smoking weed in the elevator. And he was telling Master Killer that. And that shit was so strong. The smell of it was crazy strong. It was like the strongest shit I ever heard, man. ever smelt. Excuse me. That's the autism shit right there. You see that's what I'm talking about. That's why people are like, yo, you gotta get tested, man, because people think you're like drunk or something, and I'm not even. Like, it's just like that's just what it is. Like I'm on the spectrum, you know. I remember heads were like thinking I was drunk when I did that when that whole situation happened. Apologize. I wasn't. It's just that like you gotta understand autism. A lot of people don't understand what autism is. It's sensory issues. Like your sensory, your hearing, your smelling, your thinking, everything is going all out of whack if something triggers you. I was so pissed off because they called me out of the blue, and like I was asleep and shit, but like my sense, like I didn't even know at the time I had that, but like I know I've been through, like, you know what I mean, I've spoken to like therapists and shit like that after I found out it, because like it was kind of traumatic. Think about if you found out you had autism and you're 38 years old and you find out you have autism. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a traumatic experience. And the only reason why I'm sharing this personal experience of my life is because it could help some of you. If I could help one person, then it's worth me sharing this, you know. I'm not proud to be on the spectrum. Like, it sucks. Real talk, it does suck. But I can't help myself. That's just the way it is, you know. But you know, a lot of people thought I was kind of messed up, but no, it's like when I start feeling some sort of way, like it starts getting haywire, you know what I mean? It's just what it is, man, you know. And then later on, I learned about this, and then I learned a lot about a lot of other shit. When I was a kid, I was so passionate about shit. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in like first or second grade, and like I was like so passionate about like skateboarding. And someone said like Eddie Guerrero. No, it wasn't Eddie Guerrero. I forgot who it was. It was that's a wrestler, for Christ's sakes. But they were dogging like someone that like he was a shitty skateboarder, and I was like heavy in the skateboard. I used to skateboard at the Steve Caballero skateboard and all that shit. And I was like, yo, they were like talking shit about one of the Bones Brigade's people. And some of you guys may not know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think I'm crazy, but if you know about skating back in the days, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And like I was like, I got so mad in that classroom. Like it was the illest shit. Like I still remember it to this day. And this is like mad long ago, you know? Like that shit triggered me, but it was just because of I'm on the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit, like the passion I had for the shit, you know what I mean? It was crazy, like straight up crazy, like, you know? But yeah, I said Eddie Guerrero. Who the hell was I wanting to say? I gotta find out right now. Bones Brigade. I'm gonna find out right now so that I can justify what the F I was just saying. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. Where the hell? Tommy Guerrero. Okay. Yeah. Bones Brigade, man. That's their OG, you know, skateboard crew. Bones Brigade. The Search for Animal Chung. If you're a skateboarder, or if you know about like there's so many people that are like into like Nike SBs, but they have no clue about like skateboard culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Bones Brigade. Watch this movie from back in the days. It's called Bones Brigade: The Search for Animal Chin. CHIN. And I think you even see Tony Hawk wearing Air Jordan. No, you see Lance Mountain wearing Air Jordan 1s, I'm pretty sure in it. Like that's the thing about me, like I can't fake the culture. Like the culture, like I know the culture. Like I'm just being myself. and just rocking out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know about like Sneak Geeks. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know like Sneak Geeks like I've never watched Sneak Geeks videos and heard him talk about back in the days. You know what I mean? Like so I don't know about him. I'm not gonna co-sign him as far as the culture, but I will co-sign him as an OG of sneaker YouTube. But I will say that J Star, he knows about the culture. I will say that Jumpman Bostic really knows about the culture too. And I will say that as far as the SB culture and California culture, Franelations knows this shit too, man. You know, that mother effort was camping out and Tyler the Creator's lamping in the lines and shit like that. Like, you can't take it away from him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever recall like Sneak Geeks ever talking about like the culture, like from hip hop to, because I feel like the sneaker culture is part of hip hop now. Like you know, out back in the days they had like the elements of hip hop, breakdancing, graffiti, and all of that shit. Like, I feel like in 2022, sneaker culture is part of hip hop. But the thing is, at the same time, how many of these YouTubers that are out there know about hip hop? Can have a conversation for fucking an hour about hip hop. Think about it. How many of these YouTubers you can have an hour conversation about hip hop, not including fucking Kanye West and Travis Scott? I just dropped bars on your stinking asses too. Ask yourself that question. How many sneaker YouTubers you could talk about hip hop and you can't mention, hold up, you can't mention Jay-Z, you can't mention Kanye West or Travis Scott or Drake? How many YouTubers you know in 2022 you can have a conversation with? And that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy to me, like, because the sad part about it is this video, I bet you we ain't even got 100 likes in this bitch yet. Let me see. And that's sad. Yeah, we don't got 100 likes in here yet. So if you care about the culture and you respect the content and my time, then y'all need to share this shit and your time, because you watching this shit. Y'all need to share this shit. Promote this. Help me promote it, because YouTube ain't going to do this shit. Real talk. Real spit. Give me a couple of minutes, man. Couple of minutes, 30 seconds.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga.
Jones, this is the bottle I was telling you about. I was gonna pop, by the way, man. You know what I'm talking about. That's some inside shit.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Confident right now. You checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, all right?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, kid. Mr. R.I.P. himself, Low Socation, ain't no so rocking with DJ Delz.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
Boom, boom, boom! What's good?
What's good is each and every one of you watching live and on the playback, man. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm an hour and 43 minutes deep. I really want you guys to give me inspiration to do a part 3. And by doing that is just simply coming back to this video and leaving comments and inspiring me to talk about another topic. My Instagram and Twitter is right there. It's DJ Delz. Leave a comment on my newest post on Instagram and say, yo, Delz, do the next episode and talk about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't DM me, because I don't read my fucking DMs. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And just tweet me publicly, man. and then tell me what you want me to speak about. But I really want you guys to leave comments, because the comments I love. I love reading the comments. What's this guy say? I see. This seems interesting. Wu-Tang was one of my first bootleg CDs. 1,000 white teens in tight jeans. Okay. It's funny, man. My first Nas tape I ever got was a bootleg tape. And it was from my friend Dan. And shout out to Dan, man. Dan is battling cancer right now. And it fucks me up because, man, he's a cool cat, man. Used to blow trees and hang out and listen to hip hop. And I remember, we're from New York, and like in New York, they would have bootleg cassette tapes. I'm showing my age, but I'm proud of my age, because I experienced when Wu-Tang first came out. I experienced when Nas first came out, Biggie Smalls first came out, Tupac first came out, Nirvana first came out, man. You know what I'm saying? I experienced this shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers didn't experience that shit. I experienced this. You know what I mean? Y'all never get take that away from me. I would never want to live in this generation. You got to wear masks and shit. You got to worry about COVID. You got to put sanitizer on your effing hands. Shit, trash. Straight up trash now. So, like, I honor what I thank God that I grew up in the generation I grew up in. Shout out to J Love, too, man. J Love was dope, man. J Love had dope mixtapes back in the days. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many YouTubers can do what I do? Like, can shout out J Love. Heads will be like, who's J Love? Is he a sneaker YouTuber? Like, man, YouTubers are square, B. They so square, B. Like, they don't know the culture. And that's what disappoints me about the culture, is that, like, a video like this and a lot of my other videos, they don't get the love that, like, if there's really a culture, like, where is it? You feel me? Like, I hit you with so many gems tonight, man. Like, you can fill a fucking household up, man. You know what I mean? How many gems I hit you with tonight, B? Like, like, this video should have 1,000 likes. The only way it's going to happen is if we get 1,000 shares, because YouTube and the algorithm effing up my whole shit, B. So, like, do it for the culture and hit the share button. You hit the share button and then hit copy link and DM it to 5 of your friends, B. Remember back in the days, the chain letters and shit? Like share this shit. Because this is the real culture. You know? Like, real talk. Shit is crazy. Like, but yeah, man, I want to pay homage to my homie Dan, man, because, like, Dan passed me the Nas tape, and it was a bootleg, B. It was the bootleg tape. And, like, that shit changed my life. Like, that Nas tape was incredible, man. And I just found out he's battling cancer, and I just want to send my love to that dude, man, because cancer is so foul, bro. Like, it's so foul, cancer, man. So, yeah, but I'll never forget, man, getting that Nas tape from him, and we would be in the back parking lot. In the back parking lot, we'd hang out and we'd roll dice, smoke, look out for this chick. Her name, she was the aide, like, she would be like the police of the high school, and she would walk around. Her name was Arlene or some shit like that. I think it was Arlene. And she would look around and walk around. We'd be like, oh, it's Arlene. She's coming. We sometimes would be having 40 ounces we were crazy when we were young. I was crazy. When I tell you, man, I was crazy when I was young. But I lived in an effed up environment, bro. My environment wasn't normal, like, you know. And join the Patreon at patreon.com/DJ Delz. I'm talking about my life. Like, I didn't live a normal life. My life was crazy growing up. I wasn't raised right. Even my father would tell me I wasn't raised right. But we have, like, 40 ounces, put them by the garbage pail and shit like that. You know what I mean? Roll dice, freaking during school. This is high school shit. And then we see Arlene walking. And we were like, oh shit, Arlene's coming. We put the shit behind and hide everything. And this, down the third. But I remember one day in that back parking lot, he hit me with that Nas Illmatic tape. And I just popped it in the Walkman. I had the sport joint, the yellow. Remember the yellow joint back in the days? With the flip over? Man, changed my life. That Nas album was so crazy. And then I remember when It Was Written came out, me and my boy Dave cut class. And we went to Coconuts on Central Avenue in Yonkers. We copped that shit, man. We just blowed fucking trees all day. I drove a Jeep Wrangler. And a cream Jeep Wrangler with the big ass rims and shit like that. And man, we just hotboxed the shit out of that car, man. That Jeep. Windows up. In the school, in the parking lot, just go to the face on some Dro. That's when Dro was popping, that Dykeman Dro. If you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. When you walk out of the spot in Dykeman with the apple juice and the jars. That's when jars were out. And just so you know, man, that's OG shit, man. The jars. Post and Dykeman is where the OG trees were from. Post and Dykeman, the jars. We talking about all types of shit now. We talking about OG sneakers to the greenery. Post and Dykeman. If you from New York and you know, then you know. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. Like you only gonna get this here, like real culture shit. Because the sneaker shit is more than just athletes playing. Like I see Shinsei right here. And he says, Chris from Word Test is an OG for performance reviews. 100%. Performance reviews, this mother effer is the OG. And there was a guy from before, I forgot when they mentioned. There was some guy who was like Elite Kicks or something like that. He used to do performance reviews too. And there would be these other two guys. There were two guys that did performance reviews, but I never really rocked with them because I always rocked with Nightwing. Because Nightwing, you know what I'm saying? Why do I have to watch? I'm not a performance guy, so I just watch Nightwing. And what's his name? And I don't mean that as a shot. I'm really literally thinking because I've been live for almost 2 hours by myself, just bouncing off y'all. Foamer was doing performance reviews too, and I enjoyed them too because I just enjoyed their personalities. They got great personalities. They're amazing YouTubers. If anyone, yes, that's it. Thank you, Shinsei. Kick Genius. They were OGs at reviewing doing the performance reviews too. 100%. This was an era. These guys all came on later on, and they did brilliant work. But they were not in the beginning. This is about the beginning. Not saying their work is not even better than what we did. It may be for some of you guys. But I'm saying this was the beginning of YouTube. What you see here, these guys, this was the beginning of YouTube. And then later on, we had amazing people. And to this day, we have amazing people doing YouTube stuff. I'm not trying to say, I want to make it clear. I'm not trying to say that the people on the screen is like the best of the best. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is where it started. It's a history lesson, B. You know, that's all I'm saying. He says most of these new YouTubers don't even know who Nas is. Oh, God. I hope not. I mean, I don't really watch new YouTube. You know, like I get put on to shit. Like, my dude Stretch Kicks be hitting me up and being like, yo, check out Raffy Collects. I watch his shit because of Stretch. I may never have known who Raff Collects is if it wasn't for Stretch Kicks. And Raff Collects channel is popping, you know? And there's other guys that, you know, I could kind of tell their energy, like they you know, it's funny because the YouTube community, they don't want to show love. They don't. And that's what I was saying before. Like, YouTube community, they never want to give flowers. I gave flowers to 4 people tonight. And I don't want flowers for that shit either. I could give a shit about that. Real talk, real spit. But people only give flowers when they're dead. When motherfuckers are dead, that's when they give flowers. Wait till the day I die. Watch how many flowers hit. And I want everyone that loves what I do to call them out and say, man, you a sucker. You're just looking for likes right now. You don't give a shit about Delz. Real talk. Give me 30 seconds.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, all right?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, the kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, location, ain't no so rocking with DJ Delz.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
My YouTubers, you know, in the streets fucking talking to Nip Hustle, man. Fuck out of here, man. Culture, real culture shit right here, man. Real culture shit. Real talk. Come here, baby. This cat want me to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed in a second. Last call for super chats. We're about to break up out of here. Y'all want me to talk about anything? Now's the time to send them super chats. If not, we're about to break up out of here in just a second. But yeah, man, shout out to Jumpman Bostic. Shout out to Sneaky. Shout out to Franelation. Shout out to Jumpman. Shout out to J-Star 25. Excuse me. These guys are, I personally think, are the beginning of YouTube when it comes to sneakers. And that's something that you could look into. And you will come back and say, oh, shit, you know, wow, he's right. Look at the dates. But once again, that doesn't mean that guys look, what we got here? He says, Delz, Nightwing, Tony D was what I grew up with in 2010. I was born. But in all honesty, in 2010, Tony D was reviewing fake sneakers. He wasn't reviewing real sneakers back then. He was reviewing fakes. Tony D wasn't in the equation until later on. When brands like Champs were turning their head and not caring that Tony D was reviewing fakes and Bullet RC. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all reviewed fakes. And I'm not trying to, like, open up wounds, but I'm trying to keep it 100. They came in the game reviewing the Chinese shit, the shit over in the whatever. I don't know what they call them, the Fugazis, you know? But Tony D has elevated and has been very successful, many deals, making hella money, and salute to Tony D. But at the end of the day, like you can't put Tony D as far as an OG. Like, you can as far as when you started watching, but you're talking 3 different eras, because Delz, me, myself, was before Nightwing and before Tony D. Nightwing was before Tony D. So you kind of exposing yourself as not even knowing what the hell you're talking about. And I say that with love, but I'm just saying, you're not even making sense in that comment. Like, I'm gonna call the chat out if I'm gonna, like, that's 3 different eras right there. And to be honest with you, Tony D's era didn't really start until the fake era left, and then he went to the legit era. Once the brand started messing with him, because he's a marketable guy. He's got a good personality. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got something where the corporate world likes him. He's got that corporate look, you know. He's perfect to do this, the puppet shit. You know what I'm saying? And if Tony D watches this and gets mad, then so be it. But it's the truth. He's perfect for that corporate world, you know. Me, I'm terrible at the corporate world. I'm a double-edged sword. I talk mad shit. I speak my mind. I don't care. I just say what I want to say. So, like someone like myself, I'm horrible for the corporate world. To be honest with you, Nightwing or what's it called? Wear testers. This dude, he shits on sneakers all the time. He destroys shoes. You know, I watch his videos. Sometimes he be shitting on this stuff. He keeps it 100. And I'm not saying Tony D doesn't do that either. I don't really watch too much Tony D. You know, but I'm just saying, like Tony D, like calling him like OG, that just shows you late to the party, and it also shows that you're showing 3 different eras of sneakers on YouTube. So your comment doesn't even make any effing sense. That's all I'm saying. It makes absolutely no sense. Because Nightwing came on after us. And then Tony D was doing all the fake shit and doing all the streams. And then, you know, eventually, like, I've elevated into, like, getting into the corporate world where people like Champs and shit like that were sending him shoes. You know what I mean? So, like, he was way after. Like that just shows, like, where you're at. Yeah, like, Chris is mad honest and blunt, and he speaks his mind. Like, I rock with Nightwing. Like he's great. Like, to be honest with you, if I can mention the people that I feel on YouTube that has elevated and has done amazing work, that is way above where I am, that I honor and I say, wow, you really did your fucking thing. There's only 2 people I will mention, and that is Nightwing and Homer Simpson. They got into the corporate world, especially Nightwing. He got in East Bay magazines. East Bay magazines? Are you fucking shitting me? Like, East Bay? Like, these guys are doing their thing and they keep it real. These other guys, I can't co-sign them, man. Those are the only 2 people that came on later that I can co-sign and say bravo. That I can say bravo. And I clap my hands, tip my hat, and salute them. Besides that, I can't salute anyone else. You know what I mean? That got these deals with these corporate companies that, like as I was saying, like Kais Omar, like he got a deal with Diadora. Diadora is thirsty. Foot Locker, you're thirsty, B. Like that's desperation. Like, you signed, what's that dude's name on Soul Collector? What's that Jamoke's name that had that one hit wonder with the gold? What's his name? Trinidad James. That dude don't wear no fucking Diadora. He got Diadora deal. What's the battle dude what's that battle dude's name? Conceded ain't wearing no Diadoras. That shit is all fake in the funk. You signing people just to get deal, just to sell your shit, bro. Like, Diadora played themselves. I'll say this, in 2021, 2022, Diadora, you played yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself, as Khaled would say. You signing people that don't even wear your product. You know, you, like, exactly. Shinsei right here, he said, I lost respect for Diadora signing Kais. That's mad corny. Like, I lost mad respect. Like, I F with Diadora. Like, look. This shit came out a while ago, B. Like I F with Diadora. You know what I mean? Like sign someone that actually wears, and I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying in general, like, you just signing people out of desperation. Saucony signing Trinidad James. Lame as shit, man. Eric at Saucony, you are a fucking lame, and you're not working at Saucony no more. You're fucking lame, Eric. Fucking cornball. You'll never be what Brandon was to Saucony, you lame ass cornball. You are the people like Eric at Saucony. You are freaking why the sneaker culture sucks. You know what I'm saying? And that's some industry talk. There's like 45 of y'all in there. None of y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, except maybe one of you, maybe. You know, Eric at Saucony, you're a cornball. That's why you don't fucking work there no more. You signed fucking Trinidad James. He don't give a shit about Saucony. Saucony gave us all deals because we were wearing their shit. That dude Eric wanted to stop our deal because freaking my dude that signed us went to Yeezy. He wanted to stop our deal. Our deal was supposed to be a finisher. Yo, when we dropped that freaking Originators Only joint, you know, with all of us, with Tony and all of us, that shit was, I don't even know if Tony knows this shit. That shit was supposed to drop at finish lines. They were, Brandon Williams was supposed to trying to get us to do a tour. And we were going to go across the nation and do autograph signings. And fucking do autograph signings to our shoes. And my dude Brandon, he had to set up with Foot Action. They were going to release our sneakers nationwide. And we were going to go mall to mall. And then Brandon got offered a deal with Yeezy, and he went to Yeezy, which I don't blame him. I mean, who's going to pass on a deal working with Kanye West? You know? Shit is crazy. But you see, shit like this, I'm talking like all this business stuff. Look at this photo here. This is the innocence of YouTube. Look at this photo here. Go back to that photo. I never thought that I would have sneaker deals and all this type of shit like that. Endorsement deals. You know? It's crazy. The game is crazy, man. It's bugged out, B, for real. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I respect all sneaker YouTubers except Kaiso Mar. He sucks ass. He's a fucking herb. You know, even like Tony D. I fuck with Tony D, man. Don't get it twisted. I like Tony D, man. You know? I like even Bullet RC, man. You know? I don't even know if Bullet RC does videos no more. I know Tony D does because I see him on Instagram and shit. But the game changed. You see? See what he said right there? The game changed. And the game even changed more with the bots and all of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if you want me to do a part 3, leave your questions in the comments. And if you want me to 100% address what you want me to talk about, send the super chats and the cash apps and write in the memo, write part 3. Talk about this. Yeah, I'm not saying Tony D ain't cool. Shit. You know, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying Tony D is the coolest cat in the world either. You know? But at the same time, like, you know, like the shit is this, man. I got to keep it 100, B. If you fucking came up with just unboxing fakes all the time, like the culture I came up on with, like, we wouldn't accept your ass. You'd be cut off. But the thing is that the corporate world fluffs shit up. You know what I mean? It's a corporate world. It's ran by a higher power. They don't care about what's real and what's not. They care about what's marketable. You dig? I mean, I'm just saying, if I open up some wounds, then fuck it, man. Let's go to war. But I'm just saying, like, if you keep everyone that knows the culture knows Tony D and Bullet RC came up through the fakes. They had the fake community. They were reviewing fakes. They were streaming. This is when you could go on Google Plus and do the streams and all of that shit. They were 100% just fucking talking fakes and getting paid for showing the. It was all about fake sneakers, B. But the thing is, the brands don't care about the past. They care about what's going on now. And that's just what it is. Where I'm coming from is like, me, you knew you were getting fakes. Now, if you someone that didn't know you were getting fakes, like particularly like Sneak Geeks and even me, for example, you know, we were buying shit off sites that were saying that they were fucking, you know what I mean? They were official shits, you know what I mean? But the problem with Sneak Geeks is that the shits were like literally in our face screaming. Like I remember him showing a pair of Air Jordan 6s and it said RIR instead of AIR. And he's trying to sell the shit instead of just being like, yo, why the fuck is the sneaker saying RIR? That's when things went downhill for Sneak Geeks. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man, you know? Like, I'm not hating on people, but I'm just saying, like, it's a different day and age. Like, shit is crazy. Like, if you look at social media now, like, social media is so crazy now. Like, people are getting props off of being snitches, being fucking fake, all this shit. You get more likes off of that than just like being yourself, aka keeping it real. See, I don't try to keep it real. I just am myself. You can either love me or hate me. There's some of you guys that fucking hate my guts that watch this video. Ask me if I care. No, I don't. I give two shits. I just do me, you know? I know I offended people tonight, but I don't care. But I do care about the culture, man. I do care about the culture, man. But, you know, between social media, the corporate world, they don't care about that shit. Look at, someone mentioned Dallas Green earlier. How the hell you have Dallas Green not come out with his own Timberland sneaker? How the hell do you not have Mayer come out with his own Air Force One? These are questions that are unanswered for a reason. Because you're dealing with real mother effers that are going to do them. Dallas Green ain't going to do that corporate shit. He's not going to change his tune. He's going to keep it 100. Mayer is going to tell you all to go suck it. You know, on some DX stuff. Mayer ain't going to fold for the corporate market. He's going to do him. Because you don't need the corporate market. Me, I got offered deals from some of these brands that I've mentioned. I passed on them shits. Because I don't wear them shits. I spoke about that in the first video that I did, part 1. Now, am I stupid for passing on them? I kind of feel like I may possibly be stupid for it because it was a check. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm transparent, man. But at the same time, man, there's people that are going to do whatever the fuck the corporate world wants them to do. They're gonna just, you know, do whatever it is. And then there's people that are just gonna do what they want to do. And that's what the culture's about. Sneaker culture should be about expression. That's the word, expression. You know? No one got a sneaker collection like mine. No one does. And it's not always about the limited shit. No one could just do this and show a pair of Metallica Vans and then show a fucking pair of Pearl Foams and then show a pair of fucking LeBrons inspired by Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? And then show a pair of Kobe 5s inspired by Chinese New Year that they designed over 10 years ago. You know what I mean? And then break out a damn pair without. Keep in mind, I haven't left my seat. Pay attention. And then break out the Twilight Zones. Pay attention. I have not left my fucking seat. And then show a pair of D Browns. But at the same time, show freaking Nike SBs and shit like that, you know? Like, and then show a pair of freaking 13-year-old LeBron Sprites. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different cuts to this sneaker shit, B. And a lot of these mother effers ain't cut from the same cloth as me. You know what I mean? And a lot of other people, man. Real talk. Warriors trash. Did the Warriors win? Where you put? I got plenty of Pumas. Don't even start. You better send some cash apps. And I'll get up off my seat. I ain't getting off my seat without cash apps. Real talk. Talk your shit. Man, the game has turned to some bullshit, B. It's a corporate world. You got a lot of plants too. And I'm going to be real with you before I go, and this may set off part 3. There's a lot of people on YouTube I feel are corporate plants that are actually actors, that are actresses, that are models, that Nike and other brands have hired to create their own YouTube channels. Real talk. And and think about who I'm talking about. These little pretty motherfuckers that are on YouTube. All of us, they came out of left field. They got all this high production and all this shit. And they came out of left field. Where did they come from? Think about it. Think about that shit, man. Leave your thoughts. Leave your comments. Refresh this shit. Look, you see? Think about it, man. Men and women. There's a few women out there, especially one woman. I think she may be a corporate plant. Real talk. Think about it. I know I got y'all open right now. He says, dang, that's true. Yeah, I got y'all open. Think about the past couple of years and think about some of these YouTubers. They just came out of left field. Hi. There's, it should say, you know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, bro. Pay attention, man. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button. If you really fuck with the culture, share this shit. And if I got you mad, good. I don't care. It is what it is. Buy my t-shirt right now. It's pinned in the chat. Go get yourself a t-shirt. My shit costs $19.99. I'm not like these other YouTubes charging $50 for an effing t-shirt. Go buy yourself a t-shirt. I'm out of here. Much love. Friday, we have the battle, 7:30 p.m. Bong, bong. We out.